Hello everyone, welcome to Google Analytics training. My name is Iherumade Chuku Callistus. I am the founder of Global Eyes Modern Technologies. In this training, we are going to implement custom events. Previously in our training videos, we have implemented recommended events, the share events, and those are events that are already known by GA. But the custom events are events that are specific to you and your business, and GA does not know anything about it yet. There are a few action steps that we need to take in order to make those data available in our report in GA. So what I've done to our demo website is I've added a newsletter sign up. And what we are going to do is anytime someone sign up to our newsletter, we want to fire an event, a newsletter sign up event. And then that data will be made available to us in GA for reporting, segmentation, and audiences. All right, now you know what to expect in this training. Let's dive in. All right, now we are on the home page of our demo website, where we've made a couple of changes so that we can test our custom events. What I've done is I've added a newsletter sign up on the main page and also at the footer. What we want to do is to create a custom event to track whenever a newsletter sign up happens on our page. All right, let's go straight and make that happen. We will go straight and open our Google Tag Manager page. This is where we are going to fire our custom events. To do that, we'll go to tags. There is nothing that we need to do in Google Analytics in order to create a custom event. We just need to start sending new events. So it's very similar to what we did in our recommended events. If you followed our previous session, our previous training session, please, if you have not, I urge you to please go back and watch those videos because this is a series. Without understanding what we did in the recommended events, it will be difficult for you to understand what you are doing on the custom events. Please go back, the link is in the description. One of the things that we need to do as well is to track which form was used for the submission. And in order to do that, we need to enable some variables. So we'll go straight to our variables and click on variables. This will open and then we'll click on configure. We will scroll down to forms and then click on form ID. This is forms and we'll select form ID. In my own case, form ID is already selected, but if it's not selected in your own case, please select it. What this does is whenever the newsletter form is submitted, we are going to capture the form ID and submit it as a parameter. All right, so we'll click on X. Having done that, the next thing is to create our tag. So we'll click on tags and we'll click on new. So we'll give our tag a name. Let's name it GA4 Events Newsletter Sign Up. We will do that. Okay. Next, we will click on Tag Configuration to add a new configuration. Let's do that. Now click on Google Analytics. Now you will see Google Analytics GA4 Events. That's exactly what we want. We'll click on it. The next thing to do is to enter our measurement ID. This was the measurement ID which we created in our previous training or session. We will go back to our analytics page and get our measurement ID. Here we'll click on data streams, and then this is the measurement ID which we created in our previous session. We'll click on copy. Switch over to our tag manager page and we'll paste our measurement ID. The next is to enter the event name. And just note that the moment you enter your measurement ID, Google Tag Manager will search for that measurement ID to see if there is a container found in it. The moment there is a container found in it, you will see Google Tag found in this container, as you can see right here. So we will enter our event name. On the event name, you can name your event anything, but I urge you to follow a standard in naming your events by using underscore. So for this training, we will name our event name newsletter underscore sign up. Let's do that. We also need to create a parameter here because we want to know what form was used for the sign-up. That way we can evaluate the performance of the forms on different pages or whatever location they were created. To do that, we will click on event parameter and then add parameter. For the event parameter, we will enter form_id. And for the value, we will click on this brief and then select form ID. What that means is that it's going to take the form ID in the HTML and place the value into our event parameter so that we can use that in our reporting. Now we have our tag configured. All we need to do now is to decide when it is actually going to be fired. For that, we are going to do a new trigger. So we will scroll down to triggering panel. We will click on triggering. This opens the trigger configuration panel. We will click on the plus icon. And then we will give our trigger a name. In our case, we will call it form submission newsletter. We will do that. So we'll click on trigger configuration. Then we'll scroll down and choose form submission. Having done that, we don't want this to happen on all forms because we might have several forms on our website. We want this action to happen only on our newsletter form. So we choose some forms. Under click classes, we'll select form ID. Under contents, we'll leave it at contents. And on the value, we'll enter newsletter form. Newsletter form. This is the name that we gave to our CSS in the HTML. If you check here, this is our CSS. This is the form ID, newsletter form. So it must be exactly the same thing you name in your CSS that you are putting here for this to work. All right. Now our configuration is complete. We will click on save to save our configuration. All right, we will click on save again. All right, everything is now set. The next step is to test our tag to see if everything is working as expected. Before we publish our changes, we will preview to see how it works. It's a standard practice, and I urge you to always do that before you publish your work. To begin the preview, we will click on the preview button. This will automatically open Tag Assistant on a separate tab, asking you to enter your website URL. If you have been following our previous training or videos, you will understand what it means to use Google Tag Assistant to test and preview your work. So we will enter our website address. In our own case, it's already selected, so we'll click on connect. Automatically, Google Tag Assistant will connect to our website in a debug mode. Right now, if you look here, you will see Tag Assistant connected. That shows that we are connected to Tag Assistant and we are live to test our website, our configuration on a debug mode. All right, so we are doing that. What we need to do is to enter an email, and then we'll click on subscribe. Automatically, the tag is fired, but we need to be sure that to see if it's working. We'll go back to our Tag Assistant, click on continue, scroll down. Now we will see tags that are fired. Right under summary, we'll see tags that are fired. GA4 configuration, website fired. GA4 event, newsletter sign up fired. This is a good news. Congratulations to us. We are able to configure and fire our GA4 events for newsletter sign up on our website. Now we need to go over to analytics to see if we are getting those reports on a real time. So we are now on our analytic homepage. To see the report, we'll click on report. This will take us to report snapshot. So this is our report snapshot. We need to click on real time to get real-time information about the activities that are happening on our website. So here on the real-time overview, you can see one user per minute over the last 30 minutes. Okay, so if we scroll down, we will see other information. Let's do that. Now under event count by event name, we will see newsletter sign up. Wow, that is great. It shows that our newsletter event trigger is working as expected. Now everything is working as expected. Congratulations to us. One thing to note here is the data you see here on the real time will not be available in your actual report until about 24 hours. YGA processes that data. All right, that is the end of our training for today. Please, if you've not subscribed, please do so that you will be notified when next we publish our next training video or our podcast. See you in our next training video. Till then, bye for now.